So we'll understand the basics of the graph theory. Okay, so what is graph theory? What are the different kinds of graph is there, right? And what are the different terminology used in graph, and what is the application of graph? So these are the agenda of today, right? So let's understand what are the basics, right? So before going for basics, let's understand the definition, right? What is the definition? The definition, it is the introduction to the non-linear data structure, right? So graph is a non-linear data structure, like stack queue, linked list. These are all linear data structure. So graph is non-linear data structure, which consists of two things, right? One is vertex and one is an edge, right? So this is the combination of two things. One is a vertex set and one is a set. So that's where it is combined, and then it is known as a graph, right? So let's write down the definition. A graph is a non-linear data structure. DS means data structure, right? It is a non-linear data structure. So okay, consisting of finite set of vertices and finite set of edges. Okay, so which consisting of finite set of vertices and edges. So vertices also I with sometimes it is known as nodes within bracket. That's why I'm writing, and edges. Okay. Okay. So it is denoted as G V comma E, right? So this G V comma E, where G is the graph, right? Where G is the graph, V is the set of vertices, right? Set of vertices, and E is the set of edges, right? So that means, let me take an example, right? Suppose I am taking a simple example. Suppose this is vertex A, B, C, D, E. Suppose this is my graph, right? So this is a simple graph. Graph means it is collection of two things. So who are the vertex? So if I'll ask you, so this is my GVE, right? This is my example of the graph, right? But if I'll ask you, so what is the set of vertices? In this example, V is nothing but A is the vertex, B is the vertex, C is the vertex, D is the vertex. So A, B, C, D is the vertex set, right? So yeah, so that is the vertex set. Suppose I will ask you what is the A set. A set, suppose I will name it as E1, E2, E3, E4, some naming, or else I can write AB, right? That is also possible. So generally I can write it is E1, E2, E3, E4, right? So this is the A set, right? Sometimes also some people write, so E is equal to, if there is nothing is given, so it is like AB, right? And then BD, right? BD, there is a connection, D, CD, okay, CD, and then SC. We can also write like this, right? They are same. Sometimes it is being written like this, or sometimes it is being written like this. That completely depends, right? So what is given? If like no name is given, so then that is known as. So this is the definition of the graph, right? So if we'll talk about so any vertex is given, right? And some edges are given, right? Some vertex, some edge. If that is given, so then it is known as a graph. That is as simple as that. So can I say this is a graph? Yes, I can say this is a graph, right? So because there is, but it will have same number of vertices, but an extra edge is there, right? So can I say this A, B? So this is a graph. Yes, this is a graph. Can I say only A is a graph? Yes, I can say, because it contains only vertex set, and A set is like null, or you can say phi, right? So then, so this is also a graph, right? Okay. So then can I say, like, suppose this combinedly as a graph? Suppose this is one component and this is one component. Let me make it as DE, because AB is already there. And suppose E is also there, FE is also is there, right? Not D is also E, F, G. The whole thing, can I say as a graph? Yes, I can say. because this is one component, and there is the vertex set is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the A set is E1, E2, E3, E4, and this S and this S, right? So this is the S set. I can, but still as a whole, I can say it as a graph, but this is a special kind of graph, right? This is not a normal graph. It is a disconnected graph, right? You can see. So there are different components, right? Number of components is not one. So this is one component, this is one connected component, this is one connected component, this is one connected component. We are going to study more, right? So different kinds of graph and all, but just wanted to give you a highlight, right? So this is the definition of this particular graph, right? So this is the definition of this particular graph, right? So I hope it is clear. So now what are the applications, right? So there are a number of applications, like I told, right? So there are different applications, right? Facebook uses, right? So Facebook uses this hierarchy of the friends, right? So you are a friend. Suppose you are here, you are person A, P1, person P1. Then it have suppose 500 number of friends, right? 500 number of friends. That means there exist 500 vertex, so which is connected to P1, and these are all A set, E1, E2, E500, right? Again, your friend can have also 100 number of vertex, right? And it can happen that your friend is also your friend's friend also is your friend, right? So that means this could be one possibility, right? So this is how there are different application of graph is are there, right? So like I was saying, right? So if you talk about the Amazon also, how it shows the suggestions, right? So if you are purchasing on bread, right? So if you are purchasing on bread, right? So it will ask for that, okay, can you purchase maybe butter, or you are purchasing any item X, it will immediately say, hey, can you, if so people have bought this item, as people are buying also this item. That means it did some analysis and created some graph, and it saw there are different associations with respect to this particular node X or this particular item X, but this is the item which is being purchased frequently. So that's why this particular node is going to create an association, and it is going to disclose you, right? So that's why definitely it is the Facebook. So now I am writing the applications, right? Applications of graph. There are n number of applications, so not only Facebook, so you can add actually LinkedIn, okay, Twitter. So in general, so you can add actually like what you can say, social media network, okay, social network you can add. So they are heavily loaded with the any social network if we'll talk about, so they are heavily loaded into the this particular graph problem, right? So that is what we can say. And second is like Amazon suggestion, right? Or Amazon, right? So they also create a lot of associations between the elements or the products, okay, products and sub products, okay. So again, if we'll talk about the Google Map, right? So Google Map, so this is also using whole bunch of graph applications, right? Because if we'll talk about if you're booking an Ola or Uber, right? So what happens, it is just like there are different points available in the graph, right? Or location. So like this is location 1, location 2, location 3. If you want to go from this location to this location, then may not be direct path, so you'll go to here, 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 right? So that particular thing, it maintains actually all the edge, or all the edge possible between all the vertex and all the edge. Then it calculates the shortest distance from maybe L1 to L5, right? So this is your source and this is your destination. It will try to see what are the different shortest paths. So is it this one is the shortest path, or this one is the shortest path, and it will try to find it, and accordingly it will guide, right? So then that's how this Google Map. And not only these, right? So there are n number of applications. So if we'll talk about, right, so there are n number of applications are there. If we'll talk about neural network, right? So neural network is like heavily loaded with all these graph problems, right? So neural network. And yeah, so if we'll go for any other topic also, they are loaded with this graph mining, if you can say, or data mining, you can say. So they are heavily loaded with this particular graph. Anyway, so this is the basics of the graph. So let's discuss about some of the terminology, right? So some of the different terminology, okay. So some of the terminology, or different terminology of this particular graph, right? So let's start with graph terminology. Let me erase this, right? So before understanding what are the different kinds of graph is there and all, so let's first of all understand the graph terminology. Okay, so what is graph terminology, right? So there are different terminology are there actually. So once this particular class progress, so then we'll understand one by one. So let's first make start with some of the basics and important, right? So what is known as adjacent, right? So what is adjacent, right? So two vertex are said to be adjacent. So when, right? So if there exists an edge, right? So what is the degree of the vertex, right? What is the degree, right? So here we'll be discussing actually what is in degree and what is out degree. If it is a if it is like a directed graph, right? Again, we are going to discuss about what is a directed graph and all. But anyway, so then we'll understand what is a path, right? So what is a path? Then we'll understand what is a cycle, right? So these are some of the basic terminology, right? So then we'll understand these, right? So after that, maybe we'll come back, right? So we'll come back and we'll understand. So what are the other terminology are there, right? So let's understand what is adjacency, right? What is that? So this adjacency, let's make a heading adjacent, right? So adjacent means it can come actually with respect to vertex or with respect to edge as well. With respect to edge as well, right? So adjacent to vertex can be set to vertex can be set to adjacent, or else you can say that two adjacent edge to be adjacent, right? So what is adjacent vertex, right? So let's make a heading adjacent vertex, right? Two vertex are said to be adjacent if there exists an edge between two vertex. Okay, so two vertex are said to be adjacent. You can write two vertex are said to be adjacent if there exists an edge between them. Okay, so let's draw an example here, right? So that you will get clarity. So you are again taking suppose similar kind of thing, right? Suppose this is my vertex A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Suppose this is also connected, right? So in this case, so if I'll ask, right? So who is the adjacent vertex of A, right? So then you can say adjacent vertex of A. Suppose I'll ask, so who is the adjacent vertex of A? So adjacent vertex of A is the that vertex if this is connected by an edge. So who is connected by an edge? Let me remove this actually. So who is connected? B is directly connected to A by an edge, right? D is directly connected to an A by an edge. Okay, so there is a difference. Path means sequence of paths, right? So C is not directly connected to A. C is not directly connected, right? So C is connected, but via this path. But what I am telling, there exists an edge, right, between them, right? So, but between C and A, there does not exist any edge, right? So there does not exist any edge. So if I'll see what is the adjacency of A, then it is the vertex B and vertex D because they are directly connected to A via an A. So if I'll ask write like this adjacency of A, so then this is going to be B comma D, right? So this is what the adjacency vertex. Okay. So that is what the adjacency vertex, right? So so adjacency vertex, right? So then so what is there is also similar concept, but that is not so much used, but you can write. So adjacency is, right, but this is going to be used very widely, right? So what is adjacency is, right? So if two edges are there, there exists a common vertex. So here two vertex are there and there exists an edge between them. So here there are two edges and there exists a common vertices. Okay, so two edges, same thing. Two edges are said to be adjacent, right? if there exists, it was S, there exists a vertex between them. There exists a vertex between them, right? There exists actually you can write a common, there exists a common vertex. There exists a common vertex. You can write, right? There exists a vertex. Suppose I will say, okay, so this is the edge. So this AB is edge, right? And CD and edge. Are they adjacent? Yes, because B is the common vertex, right? So that's why they are adjacent, right? So the adjacency means what? They are neighbors, right? Simply you can say, right? So if this is they connected, this is connected. So that means these two are connected, right? So this is the common point. So that's why they are adjacent to each other. Okay, so this is the concept of the adjacency, right? So adjacence of two vertex, right? So let's go for the next concept, so which is the degree, right? So degree, right? So what is the degree? So what is the degree of the vertex, right? So what is the degree, right? So degree of the vertex, right? So you can write it down. So degree, make a heading, degree of the vertex. Okay, so degree of the vertex, right? Just degree means how many numbers of are connected, right? So degree of the vertex is the number of incident edges on that vertex, right? So degree of vertex is, so let me write it here. So this one is completed, right? So adjacency. Let's go for the second one. So which is degree, or else it is known as degree of a vertex, right? So always you calculate the degree of a vertex. So what is the degree of a vertex? Degree of vertex is denoted as, so degree of a vertex, degree of a vertex is denoted as degree of V. Okay, so that means you can write degree of V. Okay, okay, is the number of incident is the number of incident edge on that vertex. Okay, so the number of incident is on that vertex. So that means how many number of vertex are incidented on that particular vertex, right? So that is what, right? So let's take an example, right? Suppose I'll ask you, so how it is denoted, right? So it is denoted as degree of, suppose I'll ask what is the degree of vertex A. So what is the degree of vertex A? That means how many number of, right? How many number of incident is, right? How many number of incident is on that? In this vertex, how many edges are incident on that vertex? How many edges? So this is and this is, right? So then degree of this is 2, right? Okay, so this is the degree of vertex is 2, right? So that is what the degree of the vertex. So then there is two more terminology. So this is actually, so this definition is for like undirected graph. So this is a undirected graph. We'll go for what is a undirected graph and directed graph whenever we'll go for the graph classification, right? So but this is undirected, that means there is no direction available, right? So if A is connected to B, undirected means if A is connected to B, B is also connected to me, A. Okay, so that is the concept of undirected. Directed means if I'll put the direction, suppose this is the S, so that means there exists an S from A to B, but that does not exist an S from B to A, so that is known as a directed graph. Okay, so in case of undirected you can calculate this way, but if you are going for directed graph, right? So suppose then there will be two, then there will be nothing like that degree actually. Okay, there will be something like in degree and out degree. There will be degree is nothing but the sum, right? So so in degree is how many number of incoming edges, right? So this will be the number of incoming edges, incoming edges, right? So that will be the definition. So out degree is number of outgoing edges, right? So that will be the difference. In degree means how many, suppose let me convert this one into directed graph. Let me put some direction, some arbitrary manner, right? So I just put some arbitrary. So now if I'll ask the same question, right? So degree of A was 2, right? So then if I'll ask that what is the degree of A, So it is again going to be, when I ask only degree in case of undirected graph, it is also in degree plus out degree. So it is going to be 2, but I need to ask one question. So what is the in degree, right? So what is the in degree? So what is the in degree for this graph, right? What is the in degree for this graph? So in degree means number of incoming edges. So how many, let me put one more edge maybe here, right? So this is suppose coming this. So how many incoming edges are there for this particular vertex? So how many? So this is one vertex. So this is one vertex, right? So there are two edges, so which are incoming to this A, right? So that's why this in degree is going to be 2, right? So what is the in degree for A? In degree for A, vertex A, right? So what is the out degree? Out degree for the same vertex A, same vertex A. What is the out degree? Out degree means how many outgoing edges. So the which are coming away from A. So this is the edge, right? So which is going. So this is, that's why it is 1. So that's how the in degree is calculated for this vertex A. So there is two number of like in degree. This is one is and one is. So that's why in degree is 2, and for this out degree is 1. So that's the concept. Okay. So if somebody asks you what is the total number of degree of this vertex, then you can do in degree plus out degree, which is 3. So that is fine. Okay. But generally in degree and out degree concept will be come in picture. So whenever, so you are coming into the so whenever you are coming into this particular like directed graph, we'll discuss about all this, right? So directed and undirected. So let me erase this. So now let's go for the next concept, right? So next concept, so let me erase this. So we are done with this adjacent degree, and then come with the path, right? So what is the path, right? So what is path, right? So path is nothing but a sequence of alternate vertices and edges, right? Right. So let's make an heading, so which is like path, right? So which is like path. So which is like path, right? So which is like path. Okay. So path is what, right? Path is basic, right? So it is a sequence of vertices and edges, right? So you can write sequence of, path is a sequence of alternative, right? Sequence of alternative vertices and edges, right? So we'll see how sequence of alternative vertices and edges, right? So what does that means? So path, you know, right? Suppose let me erase all these. Now I am only focusing on this undirected graph. We'll focus sometimes in directed, we'll go. But if I'll ask you what is the A to C path, so how you will write it? So it is like you will go from A to B. Okay, A to B means you see you started with a vertex and you cover the edge and you are going to a vertex. So that's why it is a sequence of alternative. That means vertex and then edge, right? So alternative vertices and then edges, right? Right. So that means if you'll see, you started with this vertex A, right? Then you are connecting, then this is an edge. So how you write? Suppose A to C you want to go, then you will go to B, then you will go to C, right? So this is the path. That means what? This is a vertex, then edge, vertex, edge, vertex. Alternative, vertex, then edge, vertex, then edge, vertex. Okay. Alternate edge. This, if the graph is large, so then your path will be like large. Okay. If you are going for a longer path, right? So that is the basic definition of the path. Okay. Then coming to the cycle, right? So cycle is actually same as path, right? Exactly the same as path, right? But its starting vertex and ending vertex are same, right? So that is what. Okay. So it is a path, right? Where the start and end vertex are the same vertex, right? So again you can write. So it is same as path. So it is a path eventually. It is a path where starting vertex and ending vertex are same. Ending vertex are same. So what is a cycle, right? So what is a cycle? So in this example, so if this, I will start from A and I will do some path, right? Suppose I will go from A, then I will go somewhere visit and come back to the same position. So that means this is a cycle, A to B, B to C. I cannot go directly C to A, right? Because there is no edge. So that's why it is not making any cycle. So I'll go to B to C, C to D, D to A, right? So this is a cycle. So if I'll talk what is the cycle, so in this example, so A to, you will go to B, B to C, C to D, D to again A. You started with the A and ended with the A, and it is a path. If you'll see, if it is a path also, right? Because it is collection of alternate vertex and then edge. Vertex is vertex is vertex is vertex is vertex, right? So that's why it is a path. But the speciality is that from where you started, right? So from there also, there only you have ended, right? So that is the difference between the path and cycle. Okay. So these are some graph terminology. Okay. I think it is clear, right? So just let me know in case you have any questions or something with graph terminology, any questions, so that we can address them and we can discuss. Okay, Selena has one question. Yeah, okay, degree. Yeah, definitely, Selena. I'll tell you one more time. Okay, first of all, forget about the in degree out degree. Okay, so just think about the degree. Degree means, this is the definition. Degree of the vertex is denoted as the degree is number of incident on that particular vertex. That means if I'm asking simple, right? Forget about, we'll go for in degree out degree. So if I'm asking what is the degree of A, right? How many edges are connected to edge A? Simple. How many edges are connected to A? There are two edges, right? So this is one edge, this is one edge. Two edges are connected. So that's why the degree is 2. If I'll ask you, let me let me make this graph little complicated. So now I'll ask you, tell me what is the degree of this vertex A? Can you tell me what is the degree of this vertex A now? 3, exactly, right? So that means how many number of edges are connected to that, right? So that is known as degree. I'll ask what is the degree of B? It is 2, 1, 2. What is the degree of C? It is 1, 2, 3. How many number of edges are connected? That is as simple as that, right? I hope it is clear, right? Is it clear? What is the degree? Is it clear to everyone? So okay, that's great. So now come to the in degree or out degree. So I will talk now. So after this particular conversation, we'll go for the different kinds of graph, right? So directed graph, undirected graph. But in degree and out degree come into picture in case of a directed graph, right? So whenever the direction is given, so then in that case, so in that case, so we can go for this particular like in degree, out degree. Let me put a direction, right? So any direction, I'm just putting arbitrary. Okay, so some arbitrary direction I kept. So simple, right? So like degree, so here I'll say, I'll ask you in degree and out degree. In degree means what? Suppose same vertex, how many edges are coming into that vertex? Okay, so how many edges are coming? So this edge is coming, yes, so the direction it's towards it. So that's why this edge is outgoing, right? So this edge is also outgoing. So that's why for this vertex, the in degree is 1, right? Because only one vertex is coming in this direction. Sorry, one edge is coming in this direction. So that's why the in degree is 1. How about the out degree? That means how many edges are coming out of this vertex? How many? It is 2, right? 2 edges are coming out of that vertex, right? So that's why it is 2. So that's it, right? So that's why this in degree is 1, out degree is 1. Suppose in case of directed graph, if somebody asks you what is the degree of that vertex, you can say also 3, right? So if somebody, instead of asking in degree, out degree, somebody asks what is the degree of this vertex, you can just simply say, okay, so these are the degrees, so this is 3. So that is in degree plus out degree. Okay.